Morgan. Nin nin nin. Is that your name right now?
No. On YouTube it's Mebby.
Mebby. Okay. Yes. What's important right now is that
Books.
we are going to do a special new thing. It's called a book review, which is such a novel idea. I made it funny. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell you about books that we've read, and then you can go out and read them and be all happy like
and then tell us what you thought about them.
Yeah, and then make like video responses or post comments or
for
you know
real.
whatever you want to do.
Anyway.
Woo! Okay. First things first on the agenda, we are going to review books, which is the only thing on the agenda. First one that I read is called Name Me Nobody by Lois-Ann Yamanaka. And it's about this girl named Emmy Lou, and her best friend she thinks is a lesbian, and so she goes through tough times, and everyone calls her lesbian, but she's really not. And it sounds really weird, but it's really good. Next book!
Alright, I haven't read this book in ages, but I remember crying, and if I cry while I read a book, that means it was really good. But I mostly cry at everything, so a lot of things are really good. This is Sweet 16 by Katie Bryan. It's got a really great moral to the story. It's about this girl who's like uber bitch to everyone in her family, like to her mom and everything. Then she makes a wish for her birthday, like after everything goes wrong. But then she sees how badly she treats everybody, and she realizes what a bad person she is. It all turns out good.
Woo! Next book. The next books that I'm going to review are part of a series. The first one is called Angus, Thongs, and Full-Frontal Snogging.
It's British,
Yay!
and British people rock.
Yes, they do.
So British books rock even more.
Yeah. The second one is called On the Bright Side, I'm Now the Girlfriend of a Sex God. Yes. The third is called Knocked Out by My Nunga-Nungas. The fourth is Dancing in My Nuddy Pants. The fifth is Away Laughing on a Fast Camel. The sixth is And Then He Ate My Boy Entrancers. And the seventh is Startled by His Furry Shorts.
And the eighth is out right now in stores, but I don't have it because I have no money.
It's from the perspective of this chick named Georgia Nicholson, who's this tween/teen in the UK, and it's written like her diary, and they're hysterical, and yeah. Do you want to say anything?
They're really funny, they're really witty, and she's really hilarious, and there's a lot of osity. You'll know what I mean when you read
yes,
books.
there is.
Yes.
And ness and osity and...
Alright, the next one
Made-up
that I
words.
want to do is called PostSecret. And I found this book, it came out in 2006, and I found this book a while ago. And it's really neat because if you've seen the video for Dirty Little Secret by the All American Rejects, they used these postcards who had people write in their secrets on postcards to this address, and he would put them in books, and it was just like this whole anonymous thing, and you could decorate it however you want. Like one of them is like a kind of funny one. Or a depressing
while
one.
she takes time to find one. There's also a website, it's like postsecret.com or something like that, and they have web submissions on there too, so that's really cool.
Alright, here's a funny one. Ones that are kind of depressing.
Yeah, there's a lot of sad ones.
That make me want to just hug someone and be like...
Second to last, well no, third to last actually, are two books by Scott Westerfeld, whom I adore as an author. He's brilliant. Most people know him from the Uglies Pretty Specials Extras series, which is really good. I strongly advise you read it. I left them upstairs. I was going to do a review, but I forgot. So the first one is called So Yesterday, and it's delightful. Also, I have another one, and it's called The Last Days, which I'm currently reading right now. I'm like here or something. I'm almost done. So I figured I would just go ahead and do a review, but it's really good. It's the sequel to a book called Peeps, which is awesome, and it's kind of about vampires. Not really, because it's a disease, but it's not like weird. It's good. So you should read it.
And this one also, I brought over to Emily's, minus the cover. It is called The Secret Life of Sparrow Delaney, and it's by
Your mom.
Emily's mother. No, it's by Suzanne Harper. But I remembered it being really good. I didn't cry, but it was really good. Well, kind of like the Mediator series by Cabot.
Really good
and she
series,
has to help
guys.
out. It is. And there's romance and dead people and what's not to love about those two things put together.
Nothing. And our last book, which we both recently just read, me
I just
first,
finished it this morning.
I told her about it, and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. So props to John Green for writing one of the best books of all time. I don't know if it's really the best book, but it's one of the really good ones. So props to you, John Green, for writing Looking for Alaska. I've also read An Abundance of Catherines, which is really good, but Looking for Alaska is way, way good.
It depressed me.
It depressed me too. I cried, which is weird.
I didn't
never
cry, which is weird.
Yeah, she always
cry.
cries. Wow. Twins. So Looking for Alaska is awesome.
I want to read the back.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Before Miles Pudge Halter is done with his safe life at home, his whole existence has been one big non-event, and his obsession with famous last words has only made him crave the great perhaps. Francois Rabelais' poet. Even more, he heads off to the sometimes crazy, possibly unstable, and anything but boring world of Culver Creek boarding school, and his life becomes the opposite of safe. Because down the hall is Alaska Young, the gorgeous, clever, funny, sexy, self-destructive, screwed up, and utterly fascinating Alaska Young, who is an event unto herself. She pulls Pudge into her world, launches him into the great perhaps, and steals his heart. After, nothing is ever the same. Oh my god!
And read it again, and again, and again, and again, because it's amazing.
You get a full 3D view of this one.
Once we get our channel up, woo! We will post our top 10 list of books to read before you die. It might be more than 10, but that's alright because more books is more fun. Yeah! Looking for Alaska by John Green, because he's brilliant. Thanks, props, you the man, John Green.
You the man.